Hi there, welcome to Floating in Books. This is going to be my shoe declutter for 2024. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. This video is going to be a shoe declutter for 2024. It's been 2.5 years since I last decluttered my shoe collection. So I did bring new shoes in, but I haven't really gotten rid of anything. And it was just time for me to really do a good cull because I got a new job in the meantime. I've changed things in my life, and there are just, if it's not a comfortable shoe, I'm no longer gonna wear it. So I definitely need to make some choices and get rid of some things, clear up some space, because I do have plenty of other pairs of shoes on my wish list that I would like to buy, and therefore I think I just wanted to make some more room for new things. Also, something that I have just found is that in recent years, like around the time of the previous declutter, I was still in the midst of buying better quality versions of shoes I had that I really love, but that were either in like a PU material or that were in leather, but not in great quality leather. So even though I was wearing them all the time, they just broke down really easily because they weren't really a high quality pair of shoes. And that is something that I have been changing in the past couple of years. So I used to have a pair of like Asos Chelsea boots that I would wear all the time. But then I got a pair from Vagabond and I got a pair from Doc Martens, and that's what I have been focusing on mainly. So in recent years, I tend to shop only like proper, good quality shoe brands. So I have made quite a few changes, and there are just a lot of shoes that I buy for like style reasons that I don't always love, that I really like the look of, but because they aren't super comfortable, I don't tend to wear them as much as I should. So I really wanted to condense it down and just do that. I did film this a couple of weeks ago because I knew that past October I wouldn't have a lot of daytime to film. So I did film it on a Saturday afternoon, and it was a bit of a dreary day. So I hope the footage isn't too dark, but I think it was okay in the end. From what I could tell while I was filming it, it looked okay. The angles aren't always the best because I do keep my shoes in 2 bins under my bed. That's where I keep taller boots and like nicer heels, and I have a bin where I keep more like summertime shoes and things that I wear more for style reasons, and then my like day-to-day, everyday workhorse shoes are out in my hallway where I keep most of my boots and my sneakers, loafers, Oxfords, those kind of things, because that's what I tend to wear most. So I have the ones that I don't like have just a particular outfit with, or that I only wear occasionally. Those are not out, but that's why the first part of the video, you're gonna have to bear with me because I couldn't really get my camera to be in a really helpful angle for you. I did my best. I literally laid on my stomach to pull the shoes out of one of the drawers to show it to you. So I had to go through quite some like maneuvering in order to film this. So I really hoped you enjoyed watching this video today. Let's get to the declutter. It is later in the day as I'm filming this, so that's why I do not have time or the energy to pull all of my shoes out, spread them out onto the floor. So I was like, you know what? I could just pull them out of the drawer, and then when we get through the hallway, that's where it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So we'll just deal with it. You're looking at my summer shoe collection. I have another drawer like this, but it's filled with boots and things. And then I have most of my daily, day-to-day shoes over in the hallway. So that's what I'm going to take you through. And I haven't done a shoe declutter in more than 2 years, so it's long overdue. So this is summer shoes. So think sandals, but also some more like occasion wear shoes. For instance, I'm looking at these red things that I wore to a wedding this year. So they look a little bit gross. They're very high. But they were very comfortable. I danced in these all night long and they were fine. So I want to keep them because they go really well with the dress that I have as well. So I now know that if I have an occasion to go to, these can be a good one. So I want to keep these. But these heeled little loafers, not sure if you can see them very well, but these are not it.
I put them in here after my last declutter and I haven't reached for them since. I think they're also not leather, so these need to go. Apologies for how gross these look, but these are my Birkenstock sandals. These are the ones with the one strap. I wear these all summer as my like quick, easy slide on thing, so that's a definite keep. My double strap Birkenstocks, also a definite keep. I wore these and took them with me on my vacation as well, so love those. And I love Birkenstocks so much that I also got them in this strappy number, which I still need to break in. I did wear them a couple of times over the summertime, but the Birkenstock sandals always give me an issue here with that strap. And when I break them in, they're absolutely fine. But these, because they're not the suede, but they're the actual leather, it's a little bit more painful. I'm not going to get rid of any of my Doc Martens. These are the Voss 2 Hydro, whatever. They're a little bit more colorful and they're very comfy when it's warm. These, I don't remember what these were called, but they were in the sale. And they are really, really fun. Like a lace up. I can't really show you these because I can't hold them. Lace up gladiator style. They're very comfortable until your toes swell up and they touch the little rivets. So the first 2 hours are great with these. After that though, so they're not an all day walking around town kind of shoe, but they can be good for work. These are the wedgie that I got this year. They're this fisherman style that the minute I saw these on the Doc Marten website, I knew I had to get them. So that's why I got them. And I got them in the brown because I already have so many black Doc Marten sandals. The reason why this is so messy is because I actually wore these shoes in summer that are on top. My Espadrilles, I'm going to keep. Leopard print is back, y'all, and I'm really happy. The only pair of Doc Marten sandals that I've gotten in recent years, these were also a sale purchase, but these just look like they're gonna give me blisters so badly that I didn't dare wear them yet, but I'm gonna try them next year, I'm sure. We now know what sandals I like wearing best, so that means that these Topshop numbers can go. I wanted something a bit more dainty, but these, they're like a slingback style. I'm not sure if you can see. And they, I now see that it's broken, for one, and also the slingback doesn't stay put. Toss. I am going to keep these sandals because, again, they are leopard print. They were also wide fit, which is rare. So these are the only strappy sandals I have that don't hurt my feet. Mary Janes are currently the vibe. I bought these years ago through Asos. They're gold, they're velvet, they're a Mary Jane, they're a keep. See, and here's where it gets hard. Because I haven't worn any of the stuff that's in the bottom. The things that were at the top are the things I wore, or that I got more recently. The rest got sort of shoved into the back of the drawer and I haven't thought of since. So maybe some of these need to go. I can't get rid of these though. Again, I'm keeping all the leopard print. These are also a heeled little sandal. Not sure if I'm showing you these properly. I can only see the image upside down, so I hope this is straight up. But these are really comfy from Topshop. I believe these were also wide fit. Yes, they are. So they're a keep. And they're a really nice soft fabric, which is why I also like these H&M ones, because they're a soft fabric. But I cannot tell you the last time I wanted to wear yellow strappy sandals and they got really dirty. So these can go. I do want to keep these metallic ones from H&M, even though I haven't worn them much. They have the transparent heel and they can just be a good one. These Gurkies, I don't know what to do with. They are really good. They're more like water shoes though. So these are more for when I go on vacation or when I travel or when I go to a pool. That's what these are good for. But look at these bottoms. They're not supposed to be worn on pebbles and cobblestones and things, I'm sure. So I'm going to keep them, but I'm going to keep them in a slightly different section because I tried wearing them as a real sandal this year and it wasn't very successful. Oh yeah, these babies. See, you just forget what you have if you tuck things away. I love these loafers. I think they're Asos. Yes, they're Asos. But I haven't worn these, so they need to go. Ooh, these are really pretty. They're by Truffle. I think I got them in the sale from Asos one year, but bought them, never worn them. So they need to go. I do want to keep one of those like strappy tie-up sandals, and it's going to be these baby blue ones from Topshop. These red flat ones from H&M, they're really cute. Red is my favorite color, but I haven't worn these, and this is just uncomfortable, and I tend to walk into work nowadays, so my shoes being comfortable enough to be able to walk in them for 30 minutes straight and then wear them all day and then walk back home has become my new benchmark for shoe comfort, and this breeds blisters. So I got these in a sale. They're Toms, and they're Espadrilles by Toms, and I want to love these, but they don't, my foot doesn't stay in here in the back. Like, it's got no traction, so my feet pop out. They're very narrow through here for me, so I think I need to like sell these because I haven't worn them that much. And they are branded. So I think I'm going to try and sell some things for my declutter in the Christmas break. Because I think someone else might like this. These I want to keep. They're my grandma's shoes, but they make for a great occasion pair. I also want to keep my And Other Story sandals. They're a really good leather pair that's a bit more basic than the Dr. Marten stuff I have. The Zara ones broke on me. The actual buckle is broken. Like the entire buckle became warped. Not sure you can see. So that no longer fits. These are the Mary Janes that go with one of my occasion wear dresses, so I need to keep those. But I think after all these years, I can get rid of these Mary Janes. They're pretty. I wore them a lot when I first started teaching. They're houndstooth, they're fabric, they're very gross and dirty because I wore them out when it rained once. And I was still wearing these as dance shoes sometimes. That's what I was wearing them for. But I have actual dance shoes that I've bought since then that have a heel like this, so I no longer need these. These fun platform style sort of 70s snake print sandals are really fun. They're by Vagabond and they're super comfy, so they're a keep. And it's good to have some impractical shoes that you never wear, and these mules from Zara are exactly that. But they're so much fun. And I don't really wear a lot of open toe because my feet are too wide and it doesn't fit me. But these for somehow were always really good. And because the leather goes up your foot, not sure you can see. Here we go. Here we go. A bit better. Here. Because this part of it just keeps your foot in place. Rather than if it just had this strap at the front, it's just a lot more stable. And the heel is quite a bit of fun. And this funky number, not sure I need to keep these. I've had these for years. I bought them through Urban Outfitters. They're actual creepers. They're mint green suede though. So if they get dirty, you can't clean them. And there's only like 1 or 2 outfits a year that these go with, where it's not rainy, where it's dry enough. Like there's a lot of things that need to align for me to be able to wear these. But they are also a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to keep them just for that day that I do want to wear them, but they're going to stay in the back of my wardrobe for sure. So this is a little bit easier to show you because this one also opens all the way. And I just found out the other day that I put my red velvet slingbacks in here, which makes me think, are the green ones I used to have also in here? That would be fun if I found those. I'm not really sure what to do with these because they are velvet. They're fun, but I haven't worn them. They're Asos. I haven't worn them at all since I bought them. And I think this is just a bit too open. Like if the fabric had come up a little higher, I would have liked them better. So I'm declined to say no to these. This heeled pair of shoes from H&M. They're very heavy because this is actual wood, so they're a bit clunky. And they're just really impractical. I don't wear light gray all that often, so these can go. Note to self, don't keep faux suede and velvet shoes in your hallway when you don't wear them often. These are from H&M. They aren't suede, but this style of shoe is really hot and happening at the minute, and they're just a good classic, so I want to keep them. These shoes, these were my summertime loafers. I never wear them. They're by Asos. And I hunted high and low for a pair of black loafers with a white sole at the time. And now I'm like, I never wear them. So these can go. Oh, I kept these. These are my old Asos boots. Oh, they're so dusty. These can go. These were like shoes I could trash that I decided to keep for that reason last time. And I haven't worn them since. So no need to keep them now. Ziggy Stardust shoes. These are a definite keep. Navy blue velvet with silver stars. Come on. I'll find an occasion to wear those. These I want to keep. They're End Other Stories. They're two-tone brogues. They are very out there though with the pointed toe, but pointed toe is back, so I feel I need to keep them. I was hoping I still had my green velvet shoes, and I do. Look at that cute bow. These are also Asos velvet green slingbacks. These I want to keep more so than the burgundy ones, because these do go higher up the foot, so they are a little bit more stable, and they also have a lower heel, so these are fun. These H&M heeled boots, they're faux leather, so they're not real, but they are fun with the square toe and all that, but these need to go. They are just too high. I can walk in them, I can even dance in them, because they are very stable shoes. They're not like super rocky or anything, but if I want to wear a fun shoe, it's between Ziggy Stardust and these glitter boots from Asos, which I still have. I don't wear them a lot, but for parties, they're fun. I actually have a couple of pairs of higher boots in here. These are my knee-high riding boots from Zara. Yes, they're a little bit small for me. I have pretty big calves, but because they have the zip, and they have a bit of elastic here, I can actually pull them up, and then they sort of slouch around my ankle, which I like that look. So that's why I don't mind wearing these. I actually wore them the other day and thought it was very successful. So these are a keep. And also Zara, but that I couldn't put back in here because it was just overstuffed, are these lace-up boots from Zara. They're more of like a combat style, and they go like calf height. So these are great for like longer line skirts and dresses and things like that. I like to wear those with that. And this is why I knew I could get rid of the burgundy pair of velvet slingbacks, because I do have a pair of velvet loafers. These I do want to keep. These are too much fun. They're this really bright magenta pink shade, so these are fun shoes that need to go into the other drawer. Remember what I said about calf high boots? I also have them in a suede with the heel. I haven't worn these out much. Oh, they're a size 36. Oh, that's weird. I'm a size 37. Okay. And these also, again, have that little bit of elastication. Ooh, a little bit of elastication at the top. I believe these were Omoda. I got them in a sale years ago, but I think this is going to be the season I'm going to wear these. I have some of my pumps, occasion wear shoes, my baby blue real leather suede ones from H&M. They're great for weddings. I want to keep these. Then I still have my navy ones, which are a really good staple. And I have my black ones, which I also want to keep. These shoes, it's finally time to say goodbye to. These are shoes that I've only worn once or twice. They're so difficult to put on my feet and also to take off that it's just not worth keeping them. My knee-high patchwork Aloha boots. The other one is in here. I took these to the cobbler and they put an extra bit of what's it called? Elastic in there. So they kind of just split it down to seam here, and that's how I make them work, and that way it fits my feet a lot better than it used to do. These looked really wide on the models, but if you have actually wide calves, it doesn't work. But these are my other pair of knee-high boots, so want to keep those. This is my over-the-knee pair of black suede boots, which are low top, so these are a staple, so I want to keep these. And it's just time to say goodbye to these. I bought these and I've never worn them out because the heel is too high, and because they are a sock style over-the-knee boot, it just has no support, and I will never be able to walk in these ever again. And then Dr. Martens, these are their Chelsea boot. I don't remember the style of this. I'll put all the names in the description box so you know. And these are in an olive green shade with the little fluff inside. Another pair of fluffy Doc Martens. These are the 1461 in, I think it's the crazy horse leather with the brown, with this suede bit that you can roll over at the top, and they're also fur lined. So they're winter boots, and this is my other pair of Doc Marten winter boots. These are super old. I've had them for more than a decade, They also have the sheepskin inside it, and they're super warm. And because they have no laces or anything or zippers, your feet just don't get wet in this. So these are my, it's really gross and snowy outside shoe. So behind me, you can't really see, but there's my nightstand, and inside it, I kept a lot of my slippers, but I bought a pair of Birkenstock Boston clogs with the felt a couple of years ago now. I think it's about 2 years, and I wear these all the time because I can slip into these with bare feet. When I'm wearing socks, they're super warm and cozy, and I can just pop them on and off if I need to like take out the trash. So these I wear all the time nowadays, and all of the other things can go. So this is a keep. The other things I need to get rid of. So that's Harry Potter themed slippers from Primark, as well as these slide-on things, I think also Primark. And I had these little footsie things, also Harry Potter themed. But here is what I like to think of as the mother load. These are the shoes I reach for the most. And some of these are also going to be dusty because I kind of wear them with the seasons. We have like loafers down the bottom here, all the way to the end, and like lower top things, and like most of my Dr. Martens are in this side, but then I have brown shoes over here. I've got my burgundy stuff up top with my red and green stuff, a pair of white boots, and then all of my sneakers live here. So let's start with the sneakers and work our way towards the left. Hi, this is sneaker galore with some boots on top and a couple of like loafers and things like that. I think I want to be able to put something like the And Other Stories two-tone loafers back in here, because I just think, or they're not loafers, they're derbies or Oxfords, whatever you want to call them. And I'm seeing these red loafers from Topshop, and I got them for like color reasons, but these are so uncomfortable. These hurt my feet so terribly when I wear them. The reason for it being, you'd think this is really comfortable. It's a low heel, you've got a platform, but the space between these two is too far. So when you put your weight down, you put your foot on the floor, it kind of feels like this bit isn't supporting my foot well enough, and it just feels very clunky. It's like too stiff almost to walk in. So I think these are a declutter because I never reach for them. And I have red boots, which are very beat up and battered and bruised because I've had them for years. They're from River Island. They have the pointed toe. I love wearing them with longer line trousers and then having the toes pop out. So these I'm gonna keep. I have suede boots with the pointed toe. These are real suede. They're by Vila and I love them. They're like a Chelsea style and they have a little bit of a heel. This is the perfect pair of cream moth style boots. I lusted after these for such a long time. They're super comfortable, but I don't wear them out because I'm afraid they are going to get ruined. And I do have so many outfits that I can think of, but I really haven't worn them much. But I do want to keep them because they're such a good staple because of that round toe. There's nothing that much wrong with them. So I got Sambas this spring summer season. Because I needed new sneakers and they need to go one step down. Not only do these look dirty, they're my Vejas. I'm not sure if I can show you this, but look at what happened on the inside. These are gonna be still in use, but they're gonna be my shoes I can trash because they're super comfortable. Next spring, I'll just buy these again. They are the V10, but I saw that they have gone up in price quite a bit since I bought them, so I'm still undecided. But this is my comfiest pair of sneakers. They became ruined like this on holiday. But I think what I'm gonna do is duct tape this down and then it will be fine and I can still wear them. But I wore them to a festival after my trip and that's how they became trashed completely. But yeah, I just need to give them a little bit of TLC and then I can definitely wear them as like my dirty shoes I can like trash. That space is now empty and I can put the Sambas down here. All of my other sneakers are going to stay because I love them. So I need to repurchase the V10s, the Vejas, and I do want a pair of the Handball Special, I think they're called. I would like to be able to put those here in like a navy blue. I've got the green Reeboks because they're my favorite sneaker in the all white, which I now see I need to give a clean. And they're also getting that like broken bit here, but the foam isn't sticking out yet. So I bought these little things that you can cut to size, and then you can actually stick them to the end of your shoe. So that's what I want to do with these and fix them up before I like buy them again new. But I just need to give them a bit of love. I think if I take a toothbrush to them and scrub them clean, they should be fine. Have tweed all-stars. Don't wear them a lot, but they're so comfy and they're super old. Converse, a staple. How are they doing? That's usually where my shoes have the most wear, is on that end. These are also getting there. Oh yeah, my red Converse are also getting to that point where they're becoming completely ruined in the heel. For some reason, especially the left foot. Oh no, the right foot here is also becoming battered. So I may also need to have to invest in red Converse low tops next year, because the inside of a shoe is becoming absolutely battered. Oh yeah, there's also a hole inside of the lining here. Oh, 2 holes. That's just great. Yeah, there are holes in these shoes. I have had them for a while. I can still wear them. They're still good to go, but they either need a little bit of TLC as well, or I need to buy a new one. Then I have my Nike, are they Blazers? Cortezes? Blazers, I think, with the red swoosh. Love those. Then I also have Reeboks in the cream with the green, which I love. Wear those loads. The pink with green Palermos, which I got this year with the gummy sole. I have Gazelles, which they're pink suede. So they're not the best for the kind of weather we're having. But yeah, these are like my pastel colors. And then I have my New Balance, which I love. They're like gray with red. They're also getting a bit dirty. I just have Vans, which aren't as comfortable as everybody was saying they were. So how can you tell you haven't worn your shoes in a while? Look at these Zara loafers or Oxfords. Like, they're really, really cute. I'm not sure if I still want these though. Like, they were good. We had a fun time. I got them in a sale for like super cheap at the time, and I really had to break them in. They have studs. I don't think I want to get rid of these, but maybe they need to go into a drawer, because it's obvious as I don't wear them. And maybe some of the shoes that I kept in the drawer where I was just piling things on, they may need to go here. These I do wear, my black little Oxfords from End of the Stories with the patent croc print. Dr. Marten's Adrian loafer in the green, navy, and yellow colorway. Let me move the camera. So up top, we have this lovely pair of patent leather piercing detail boots from Topshop, which I would like to keep. The oldest pair of shoes in my wardrobe, my Dr. Martens 1461 in the cherry red with the contrasting laces. I did replace the laces to give them a bit more spunk, and I actually polished them this summer, and they actually look brand new. So these also look really dusty. They are Doc Martens as well. These are the 101 in the glossy red vegan style, which are actually a size too small, but I need to break those in and they'll be fine. Have the 101s in the all black suede, which is this pair. Lovely pair of shoes as well. My most worn brown pair of shoes is easily these guys, the Chelsea boots from Doc Martens in the Crazy Horse. And I now see that I have space for these guys to go up on top, which are my Topshop sort of like Western boot style with the snake print and this amazing heel. This is a pair of shoes that needs to be taken to the cobbler. They are my leopard print shoes from Asos. The soles have completely worn down on the heel. I tried taking them to the cobbler at the end of my summer vacation, but then the cobbler was on vacation, so they still need a bit of TLC before I can wear them again, but they're a good staple. My desert boots. Is it time to say goodbye to these? The soles have become so gummy and gross. Like, hair gets stuck to this all the time because it's almost as if they've started to melt. That's how old these shoes are. Like, I've had them for a good while. Back when desert boots were first the rage, and you can tell that they are a slightly different color, because in my old place, I used to keep a lot of my shoes on these shoe racks, but there was a lot more sunlight hitting them than there is now. So they became a little bit ruined because this one was catching more sun than this one. I don't feel you can really tell when you wear them. And part of me is like, should I take these to the cobbler as well? Because maybe if these are given a good clean, they could be just good as new. And I know there are cobblers who can dye your shoes. So maybe if these were like burgundy or something, I might like them again. So I need to figure out what to do with these. Let me know if you have any experience with dyeing shoes or resoling them and how that works. I may just have to take them in to ask what they can do with these. And then here I have my pair of super high 70s inspired boots with this incredible block heel. They are faux leather though, they're Asos. And sadly, the heel has become a bit ruined from riding my bike with them. So what happens to me whenever I wear these really high heels and I ride my bike, my foot kind of slips off of my pedal, and then the heel hits the paddle, and that's how they become ruined. But they are fun. I'm also keeping my Vagabond like Western style boot. I had completely forgotten I owned these. Part of me was like, maybe I should look into getting a pair of like Western style boots this fall winter. I've got them. I already have them. I'm not going to say I've never worn these at all. I have, but only like once or twice. Like these look barely used, and they are so fun. They're end of their stories, but they're more of a, like they're a higher heel, and I'm not sure if you can see, but they're round. So they're a little bit difficult to walk in because of the roundness of the heel. I feel it's not as stable as when the heel is a bit more square. Like this one, like you just have more surface space. It's almost like you're missing a part of the shoe, and this doesn't have a platform, even though they are quite high. But I really like the look of these. So I think these just need to go into the drawer for occasions. Also because they have the rounded toe, which I'm not like super into. Like the reasons why these get to stay is because they have the nice square toe, you know? So these need to go into the drawer, I think. And then I just have my pair of suede shoes. So I'm covered on the suede front as well. These have a bit of a pointed toe. They're Vagabond, a slight heel, so great for walking in. But I have to say, because I walk so much into work right now, sneakers or Doc Martens is pretty much where it's at. I'm gonna have to be very honest with you. And then we have some of my brogues here. So this silver pair I do still wear. They're the exact same as the black ones you just saw me declutter in the drawer, but I wear the silver ones in the spring summer season. They aren't the comfiest to walk in, but I also feel this sole is slightly more textured than the black ones I just showed you. These are Clarks. They're the Hambly style in the forest green. These are lovely. Do they need to go to the cobbler? Not yet. They are still good to go. So these are a definite keep. These are super comfy. These I wore the other day to work. I've got them in a burgundy as well. These are by Bronx, and I haven't worn these in ages. These are Asos, I think. Yeah, these may just have to go. Like, I haven't worn these in forever. Like, if I wear something like this, like, I haven't had a need for this style of shoe. I used to wear them in the spring summer season with dresses and skirts, but I would just go for a sneaker nowadays rather than something like this. They are a good staple though. I like a pointed toe brogue. I'm gonna keep them for now. They're fine. Ah, there they are. I was like, where did those tassel loafers go? These new look tassel loafers can go. I don't like the contrast with the brown. I just don't. So if I wear a loafer, I tend to go for my Vagabond penny loafer in the all black. These are just a staple, love them, keep them, and want to use them for the rest of my life. Then we have these monk strap chunky loafers from, or chunky loafer, yeah, Oxford loafer from H&M. Love them, keeping them. These are the Adrian loafer in the burgundy cherry smooth, I think their color of the way is called. And I love these. These are great. They are a bit painful to walk in, but I've actually invested in those silicone things that you can put on your foot that a lot of people wear to break in the docks. And since my issue with a lot of shoes is always this bit here, no matter what shoe I'm wearing, not even Doc Martens, it's even in sneakers, that my feet, if they get blisters, that's where they blister. So I was like, you know what, if it's that easy and they're only €5, I can at least try it, rather than taking these to the cobbler and having them like fixed, because they can fix it at a cobbler to like it's got seams here off to the side, and that's where it rubs. It's the seams, not the leather. But yeah, I think they're good to go. And I have, again, worn these. They're really fun. So that leaves me with a couple of gaps actually here. So 2 things I need to store, 2 more things I want to get rid of. These I'm going to exchange for another pair of shoes that's like in the corner, and I'm looking at them and they're just dead. They're dead. So switching up the dead shoes. So there is at least 1 more pair I want to declutter. Let's go into the final section. This is the black section with some more shoes here. I have these beat up Converse. They're terrible. And I'm going to be putting my Vejas in their place. This was my beat up pair of shoes. I've duct taped these together. Also on the inside here, look at that rip. And then it would rip again and again, and then the duct tape ended up ripping. So these are past their prime. They were my first pair of Converse. I use them a lot for dancing in, but they're so dead. Like the soles of it just don't work anymore. So it's time to say goodbye to these. Outdoor workout shoes, things I just throw on if I need to run errands. My Nike and Internationalist, everybody needs a pair like that. Gym shoes. And 2 pairs of dance shoes. One of them is in the pouch that I got for them, but I think I can put these in the drawer with the rest of the shoes. So I have this red pair. They're both by Madame Dynamite. These are lower. And then I have the heeled ones in the yellow. I'm actually on the hunt for another pair of dance shoes because these are, I've had them for a while. I got these, this was my first pair, and these are the ones I wear the most because they're a nice pop of color. But I would like to get like a pair of booties to dance in to have more ankle stability. Even though I love these to pieces, as you can tell. They're very, very dead and gross looking, but they're fine. Moving up top here, my 1460s in the Hard Life leather. So it's a sturdier leather, but it's also a little bit more pliable, so these didn't need any breaking in. This pair of shoes, I also, again, cleaned up, gave it a bit of a black shoe polish, and they're looking as good as new. There's a bit of scuffing and like scratches on them. They're by Vagabond, and they are one of my comfiest pairs of shoes. Didn't get a lot of use out of them in the past 2 years because of some back issues, but we're back, baby. I'm loving these again. And these are really gross. I now see they're covered in mud splatter because I tend to wear these when it rains a lot. They're by H&M, and they're my chunky Chelsea boot. These lovely things, oh, they need to go. They need to go. They're my sock style boot from Asos? Yeah, from Asos. So I bought these as my take on a sock boot, back when sock boots were all the rage. But I don't wear these anymore. They are well worn, as you can see. And what my issue is with these, the heel isn't super high, but my foot kind of slides down in these, like this way, kind of slides forward, and then my toes start to pinch. So these aren't the comfiest. But I do have a pair of shoes that I feel fits a similar bill, but that is just an updated version of the Asos one. The Asos has a rounded toe. This is a square toe. And look at how fun that heel is. It's a bit thinner, but it's still very stable. For some reason, it's a very stable shoe. These are And Other Stories, and I love them. I've had them for years. So these can now go up top. So you just saw me get rid of my patent leather, faux leather shoes from H&M. These are by Vagabond. They're the Maya boot with the pointed toe. If I go patent leather, this is one of my picks, and I would like to keep it for that reason. So this was also a replacement boot. I used to wear this style of boot a lot from Asos. It was a similar style to this leopard print one, but then in the plain black. I had that pair of shoe in like 3 renditions because the glitter ones that are in the drawer are the exact same style. And then because I love that pair of ankle boots so much with the pointed toe, I got them from Vagabond in an updated version. Have I worn these much? Not at all, because I haven't been into this like pointed toe thing for a while, but it's back. So maybe I should start wearing these again. They're just too good. I don't need to get rid of them. And then the brown pair of Chelsea boots, I actually also have them in the black from Doc Martens. These are going to be on heavy rotation again this fall winter season. These are absolutely gross, I now see. Again, I gave them a polish over the summertime because that's what these do. And the brown ones, let me tell you that as well before you think, Micah, they look absolutely trashed. This leather is supposed to look more worn in as you wear them. That's the quality of the leather. It's supposed to get scuffed and gross and terrible looking. A pair of shoes I have actually been wearing a lot again is the Emmeline from Doc Martens. This is back as well. They didn't do it for a while, but it's back. So you can pick these up again. They're all black, and to me they look a lot like the Dear Francis boot that all the fashion girlies were talking about for a while there. But these are a lot cheaper than those are. At least I'm not sure if they are that cheap anymore nowadays because Doc Marten has also raised their prices quite a bit. This is another pair of Vagabond shoes. They are lace up though, and they are actually the same shoe as the Chelsea boot I love so much. Like they're the same height, same sole. They're just in a lower style, more of an ankle boot with the lace ups. So I think these need to go up a tier. Now that I have space here, because I'm gonna wear these more, I think. See, I have plenty of Western style boots. These buckle boots are really fun too. They're Asos though. I've had these for forever, but they're a good one. I can still wear those. These are a bit more uncomfortable though because they have a very high heel. But these are from Sacha. Again, something I've had for years. I'm not sure if that brand is still around. They're very low though. They're not that stable because you don't have a lot of ankle support with these. But they're this really cool studded biker style booty. I still like these, so I'm gonna keep them. The reason why I'm doubting whether I should keep these Asos brogues is because I have these from Doc Marten. They're the Charlotte. They only did them for a season, I think. And they have this really nice pattern. I don't wear them that much because they are very painful in the back. Like this thing, I don't know what's going on there. It also looks like it wasn't well made. But yeah, I now have those silicone things that makes it a lot easier to wear my Docs. So I think I can start wearing these a bit more often this fall winter season. One of my favorite pairs is this vegan pair of the 1461 in the brown, which I gave contrast laces a while ago because I thought the brown laces were boring. These are good. And then these I need to take to the cobbler because these are my patent leather 1461s, and the left shoe is still fine, but the right shoe has started to split right where it creases when I walk, and it's only this shoe, it's not the other one. And you know, I can still wear it, but before it starts to like flake off, I was hoping they could like glue it, or maybe they have a way of treating this. Because of course, you know, patent leather is nothing but leather with a layer of plastic over it. And it's the plastic that has started to split. So I hope they can fix that. So I wanted to take these into my cobbler together with the leopard print boots to see if they can fix that for me. Because I'd hate to buy a new pair of shoes just because of that. And then I have my plain black 1460s. This is another really old pair of Doc Martens that has been part of my life. I wear these a lot when I travel. I have green suede 1460s as well. These were in the sale last year, so I want to keep those, but they need to go elsewhere. And the same thing for these glossy 1460s in, I wore them the other day actually, to test out those little silicone things, and they worked because my feet didn't hurt for once. And then I have the Pollys, the Mary Janes. These were also very painful. I took these with me to Valencia. I did break them in really nicely then. I really did. That was good. But these also need to go into a different section because here with the mat, it just is a bit difficult to get the shoes under there. So I need to put them elsewhere here. And then I have my Vomsko heeled loafers, which I want to put into a drawer because as fun as these are, I just wore them for the first time this year. They were a lot more comfortable than I had expected. Won't be able to walk into work in these because they're high, but if I ride my bike into work, it's fine. I taught a class wearing these and my feet were fine. So that is a shoe declutter. I now have a lot of cleaning up to do because everything is so dusty from pulling these shoes out, and I need to clean my drawers before I put all of the shoes back in. But I had 16 pairs of shoes that I was getting rid of over there in the bedroom, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 shoes to add to it. So that's 20 pairs of shoes that are going, which I really like that. It just cleans up everything so much better now. So now it's a bit easier to find things again, and I hope to be able to have a lot of fun wearing all of my shoes. So thank you so very much for joining me. I will see you again next week with a new video. I have one more declutter coming your way because I also need to declutter all of my accessories, which is the thing I'm going to be filming next. So if you see my face yet again, makeupless and with my hair unstyled because I just got my hair done yesterday and I haven't been able to style it myself yet. So if you think, oh, that looks weird, it looks different now, then that's probably why. I've just decided to film all of the declutters back to back today because I just want to get it done. So thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye-bye.